Hello everyone, welcome to Matrix Uploaded. It's English and we're doing reading and viewing. And what is our particular focus for this lesson? Visual and multimodal texts. And by the end of this lesson, you should understand much more what is a visual text and what is a multimodal text. Remember, you can be asked to explain a visual text in groups, which is a diagram, a table, a pie chart, and so on. Specifically, you can be asked to look at bus and other travel timetables. We've got the reading process. We've discussed this before. Remember, there's pre-reading, there is reading, and there is post or after reading. Let's practice these skills. Have a look at this. Let's do our skim. Let's do our pre-reading. We see that it says service, peak periods, off-peak periods over here, weekends and public holidays. And what are we actually talking about? Oh, okay. We're talking about trains and buses. We've got times up here. So we get an idea. We're looking at a timetable. It tells us about trains and buses and when they leave and things like that. That is our pre-reading. We skim it, we just get a feel, we orient ourselves, we get our minds tuned in as to what exactly this particular text is going to be about. Now we come to the reading, which is a close reading, and it's got to have various strategies. So our close reading here is going to be directed by questions. Our first question is, what is the earliest I can catch a train? And then, what is the latest I can catch a train? Always use a highlighter. The earliest I can catch a train, the latest I can catch a train. Now we are going to look at this closely. We go obviously to where it says the times. So we've got the peak periods, the off-peak periods, and the weekends and public holidays. So look at the earliest times. What is the earliest I can catch a train? 5:30 in the morning. Then look at the later times. This is the afternoon here. So there are our later times. What is the latest that I can catch a train? There it is, at 8:30 in the evening. If I have left my car in the parking garage at the station, what is the latest time by which I must drive it out? So now we look for the car park. There it is, down here. We're told you have left the car at the parking station. What is the latest that you can drive it out? It's over there, which is 2100. So 9 o'clock at night is the latest I can leave my car. How often do the buses leave from the stations? Buses leaving. Let's look back. Now find buses. So you scan for buses, that skill of scanning. You look for the word buses. There it is. And what was the question? How often do they leave? Well, they leave every 12 minutes in peak periods. They leave every 20 minutes in off-peak periods, and there aren't any buses at all at weekends and public holidays. If I want to travel on a Sunday to visit my aunt, who lives 5 streets away from the Hatfield station, what arrangements could I make to get from the station to her flat? So we've just had a look at that. This is a Sunday, weekends. So there's no service. So you want to get from the station to your aunt's flat. You walk, you take a taxi, you get a friend to fetch you, you get your aunt to fetch you, but there are no buses. Where can I get more information about train timetables? It's down here. Have a look down here. For further information regarding the operating hours of each station, please consult the PDF documents below. So you're obviously sitting on a computer and there are documents on that computer. In your post reading, you could be asked to summarize, to compare and contrast. Let's say they give you another timetable. You can draw conclusions, like how long might it take you to get from somewhere to somewhere. You can do other things in your post reading. But what I would like to look at is this. This is a different way of presenting information. So you could be asked to compare and contrast the timetables and this, which is a pie chart. The pie chart is very useful when you've got a whole piece of information and you want to indicate different bits of the population. For example, if you were looking at TV viewers, you could say so many viewers watch at a particular time, let's say this is the time, and then other viewers at different times. So you can have material presented to you visually in different ways. We looked at a train timetable and we've looked at a pie chart. They present that information really well for a particular purpose. It would be easier, let's say, to look at a pie chart and see what times people watch TV than to have it written out in a paragraph. Remember as well, you can be given a pie chart like this and be asked to take the information and write a paragraph. Or you can be given a paragraph and be asked to take the information and present it as a pie chart. So you must be comfortable moving information from visual to written and written to visual. More on visual texts in our next segment.